So what we're going to do, the 1 through 11, or at least 1 through 6, represent bills that you already have. Because what you're doing is you're converting your home-based home into a what? Into a business. So let's look at this real quick. Let's say your mortgage is $1,000. We're going to go across here. $1,000, and let's say you're using 20% of your home square footage to work your what? Business. Office. For example, my great room, I have meetings in there all the time. So I got a huge great room. And my office is in the back. I got a studio upstairs that I shoot and film stuff. And me and Makai share an office. He works in his office with me. And then I got the front room. So a certain percentage of my house is used for what? Business. Now don't get crazy and start adding up your hallway where you got to walk to the office. No, you can't do all that. Okay? I got to use the restroom. You can't do that. Okay? Don't get ridiculous. It's already carved in for you, so don't start cheating. So your CPA knows all these formulas. Don't worry about that. But let's just say 20% of your house is business. So that means 20% of 1,000 is what? 200. All right? So multiply the monthly times 12. So per year, we got 24 what? 2,400 because we got our home-based business. This form is called your number one asset. So we got a mortgage. We're going to take 20% of our house, which is 200, multiplied by 12. It gave us a $2,400 per year deduction. Did I lose anybody? Let's keep going. Number 2, utilities. Let's say your utilities, right? Gas, power, water. I just play around numbers. Let's just say utilities are 500. But we're not going to use it all because we do have to take a bath. We do have to do certain things anyway. We're not cooking for business all the time. So we're only going to use 20% of our utilities. 20% of 500 is 100 per month. Multiply that by the year is 12 what? 1,200. So we got $1,200 in utilities for our deduction. So far, so good. Our cell phone bill, let's just play with even numbers, $100 a month, right? They know you're making some personal calls, but majority of it, business. 85%. All this is theoretical. Get with your CPA. They do this for real, but I'm just showing you how it works. Make sense? Don't start asking me questions, Brian, should I have 2 cell phones and all that? Get with your CPA. I'm showing you how it works. 85% of your cell phone bill will be $85 per what? Per month. That per year is $1,020. All we're doing is multiply the monthly times 12. Capiche? Mileage. Let's say you drove 10,000 miles for business. Meetings, going to get supplies, all of these, all year long. Of your mileage that you did, 30,000, 10,000 was for what? Business. The government gives you 56 cents a mile. This changes every year too, right? It varies here and there, 59 cents, 62 cents. In this example, 56 cents. So mileage is big. 56 cents times 10,000 miles is $5,600. So you're clocking your mileage. So our deductions adding up nicely in that column. They're looking good, right? All because you own a small home-based what? Why doesn't everyone have one? They don't know. It's miseducation. Meals and entertainment. We know every meal you eat was not business, so we can't do it all. But I went low on this one because I can promise you I do 200. Please. But we're going to do 200, and we're only going to take half of it. I'm being ultra what? Conservative. We're going to say I did 200 in meals and entertainment, but we're only going to use half for the business, so that's 100 a month. Another 1,200 for the entire what? For the entire year. Our column is looking good. My internet is 50. And I use the whole thing. Who conducts business? Who's online all the time? Prospecting, doing all learning, education, YouTube. You get the 100% of the 50. Am I right? All right. $50 in the month, because you get to write it all off, times 12 is 600. Per what? Per year. Now, here is where I don't want you to get lost. Here's where most people get lost on this form. Number one asset. First, we're going to go ahead and total everything up, and our grand total is $12,020 for the year. Mortgage, utilities, cell phone, mileage, meals and entertainment, and internet. Now, this has nothing to do with your mortgage, interest, all these other things for your CPA. I'm just giving you examples of how your lifestyle is deductible. Certain percentages. Am I right? Yes. Okay. $12,020 is what you're going to carry over So 1220 is here. Now you're going to bring it over here, and we're going to make it $12,000 just to play with even numbers. So put $12,000 total what? Deductions on line 7. 12,020 was our total. We got the little extra 20 from the cell phone bill up there, but we're going to round it down to 12,000 for our total. Make sense? Now, watch this. If we didn't have the home-based business, our taxable income would be $12,000 higher. So, on line 8, my state and federal taxes at 30%, you get a plus $3,600. Let me show you what I mean. I told you yesterday, the best kind of income is tax savings because it's net. Because if it was in my income, I would owe $3,600 on the 12. But because it's not, and it went toward my business, I lowered my taxes by 36 what? Does everyone get that? You gotta get that. You gotta get that. Because if that column wasn't there, in other words, the expenses that I already have, cell phone, internet, I'm eating every what? Day, I'm driving my what? Car. My income would be $12,000 higher, and guess what? It really wouldn't, because I'm paying those things what? But I would get taxed on it as if I had it. How this country a trip when you don't get that? I would get taxed on the 12, but I really didn't. I really did spend it. But if you don't spend it under a code of what? Business, is taxable. So I earned $3,600 in tax savings. See, wealthy people create money with the things that I'm teaching you. That's why when you hear wealthy people, you always hear, man, Warren Buffett pays less taxes than his secretary. People got it confused. That's not true. He pays a less percentage because most of his money is made with money. So they're right. His secretary does pay a higher tax rate. She don't pay more taxes. Believe me. But her rate is higher because in America, you're taxed based on the code. 1099, W-2, or capital gains. She's a W what? 2. He makes all his money in capital what? Gains. So his percentage is lower, yes. Warren Buffett pays a lower tax percentage than you. So let's say in business income, line 9, you just got started in your little business. You making $200 a month. That's all. You're making $200 a month. You're starting to turn a little profit. That's $2,400 per year. Put $2,400 in business income on line 9. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So the total earned is $6,000 that you earned, but you earned it 2 ways. Remember yesterday I talked about multiple streams? You earned this money 2 ways. Your home-based business brought you income on the front end, and it saved you taxes on the what? Back end. So total earned income is $6,000. Because that's $6,000, the $3,600 that you didn't give away to the who? To the government. So you earned $6,000. See, you were taught that the only way to make money is somebody got to give you money. No, there are a lot of ways to make money, and some of it is not giving yours away. Because it's what you do with that money that you kept that allows that penny to grow forever. You were taught that you got to work for money. Wealthy people were taught money works for you. So line 9. How much do I have there? I'm sorry, 10. 6,000. Total between tax savings and what? And business income. Now, watch this. So you have to ask yourself, what would I have to do to earn $6,000 another way? So that's why you have now on line 11, other what? Other options. At 1%, I would need $600,000 to earn the same what? 6,000. So everybody put a $600,000 next to your 1%. Because 1% of 600,000 is 6,000. So somebody say, Brian, I get 3% of my money. Okay, no problem. At 3%, to get the same $6,000, you need 200,000. So at 3%, you need 200,000. Does everybody just have that just laying around? Am I right? At 6%, you need 100,000 to earn the same six what? Thousand. Or you could start a small home-based business for less than $200 and earn the same six what? Thousand. So when you look at the average person and what they can do, see, athletes, their agents tell them to start like charities, foundations, help the kids. Now I'm not saying they're not doing it out the benevolence of their heart. But you better believe it's also some financial gain in the camp. Because if I don't help the community, I might as well start giving some of this away, or I'm going to pay how what? So I might as well open up LeBron James this, Steph Curry that, camp this, camp that, everybody, because I can write off all the stuff that it cost me to put this on, or I can pay the government, or I can give back. So that's the government's way of forcing you, when you get that high, put it back what? In the community. A lot of actors and stuff, their agents tell them to get like farms and land and like big estates and a lot of real estate and, you know, and like you see like Ellen bought a house for $5 million, flipped it and sold it to the owner of Napster for $15 million. She wasn't even in there long. Owner of Napster, y'all remember Napster? Little young kid, right? That was back when file sharing was illegal. Like, I'm not stealing. No, I'm sharing. Well, you got it from me. I just shared it with my friend. No, that's illegal. No, that's sharing. I bought the Beyonce song and I shared it with Terrence. That's not illegal. No, he's supposed to buy it from Beyonce. Not if I want to share it with him. So he fought the battle for a lot of people. And he got paid big time. A lot of people don't know he was with Facebook in the beginning. So he bought Ellen's house. She made a $10 million profit that day. So see, wealthy people have to play a different game. So if you don't have a big foundation and can't go out and buy all these big houses, you know what the middle class's game is? Start a small what? That's your way of playing the game until you get up to Ellen level, Napster level. You work it, but you got to start where? Somewhere. Some people won't even start with the basics. A $200 home-based business, a $5,000 home-based business, a $10,000. These are small numbers. Get you a small home-based business.